Hi, I'm Matt with Jenners. Today we are going to talk about managing boundaries and guidance lines on a Viper 4. So to begin with, you want to make sure that you have the boundaries and lines on a USB, and they'll need to be in the ISO XML format in a task data folder. So once you have that done, slide the USB into the Viper, and we'll begin by clicking on Administrator, and then we'll select File Manager. We'll hit the USB tab on top. We'll select the USB that we put in, and then most importantly, make sure that we choose the file type ISO task data. Once you have that done, hit the blue arrow in the bottom right, and you'll see the task data folder come in. We'll select task data in the bottom left, and then we'll want to make sure to hit the copy onto the Viper 4. This just gives you a list of what's going to be imported. The task data, we'll click the green check mark. Once the transfer is complete, you can hit OK. You can slide out the USB, and then we'll close this window out by hitting the green arrow on the top right. And you'll see the boundary come up on your map screen. So there's two ways to bring in the boundary as you start a job. So the first way is you can actually just click on the boundary, and it will come up as the grower farm field. You can select this, and you'll see it highlighted in red, and then we can select Start Job. And we'll come into this page where we can put our rate in, and we can go in and start the job. The second way, I'll cancel out of here. The second way is to select the Start Work arrow, and then you can go in and select the grower and the farm and the field, and we can start from here. But one thing you'll need to do, once you come into this where we put our rate in normally, you'll need to come up to the Scout tab where it says None. You'll want to filter by GFF. And then you'll need to select the boundary. Otherwise, the boundary will not come in. So once you have it selected, you can put your rate in, and then we can start the job. Now once in a job, we can see on this that we have our part of our boundary here on the left. If you select the center tab on the bottom, you can actually zoom out and see the complete boundary. Make sure, okay, it came in fine. Once that's done, we'll go back to our guidance page. And in order to bring in now a guidance line, you'll come up here where we would you would normally set an AB line. You would push and hold. You'll go to the Load tab, and you'll see we have three lines in here. We have a north-south 1, east-west 2, north-south 3. And you can see here there's some red lines here in the square that show you the different lines. I can select north-south 3, and that one highlights green. If that's what I want, I can click on the green check mark, and now you see that the guidance line came in as well. And you can go back in as well and pick another guidance line if you'd like later, but you can only bring one in at a time to utilize. So that's how you manage the boundaries and guidance lines in a Viper 4. And if you have any other questions, please give us a call.